Hello students, once again welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well and you all are safe at your home. So students, I hope you people have checked your holidays homework and project topics which are already uploaded at school's website, right? And I know you people are facing certain confusion and queries in those. So that query I will be solving in your Saturday's online class, right? So make sure that you will be attending your Saturday's online class for any doubts and queries, right, related to your holidays homework and your project. Now let's talk about the video lessons. As you people already know that every Thursday we are here for the revision videos, right? You all know that it's your summer vacations, and in the vacations we are revising the topics which we have already covered, right? So in today's video lesson we will be taking up the topic which we have covered in the beginning of the session. So we will be taking up the poem number 1, You Can Hear the Flowers Sing, right? So we'll be discussing that so that it will be more clearer to you people, because it's been so long we have not discussed anything from the poem. So here we are doing the final revision of that poem. So without any delay, let's begin. So students, when we did this poem, we have discussed a lot about this poem, right? That when we are preparing for any poem, what is the most important thing? We need to see the title, right? We need to see the title. We must know about the poet. So who's the poet of this poem? It was Jim Yeaman, right? So Jim Yeaman has written this poem, and when we are talking about a poem, we must know the theme of the poem, right? If it is having any moral, we should know the moral of the poem. We should know the literary devices used in the poem, the rhyme scheme, the rhyming words. All these elements are very important to understand any poem, right? So if we talk about this poem, I told you that this poem is written by Jim Yeaman, and what is the theme of the poem? The theme of the poem is that this is the nature poem, right? In this poem, Jim Yeaman has talked about the beauty of nature, that why it is important for us to look around us, right, to observe the beauty of nature. But we human beings are so busy in ourselves that we hardly bother about those beauty, right? So everything which is present in our environment, be it trees, flowers, birds, right? So whatever we have around us is beautiful. So we have to admire the beauty of nature, right? The current situation, the current scenario is that we people are busy in our life. Earlier, when we used to notice in our childhood, children used to play in the garden, right? But now we have so many games in our mobile. We are addicted to PUBG and so many other types of game, right? So now the time has been changed. So here the poet is saying that everything which is there in our nature is beautiful. But when we can see this beauty, when we will be connected with the nature. So it is very important to be connected with the nature, right? It is very important for us to observe, right? To notice, right? We should not ignore the beauty of nature. God has created this nature, so we should thank Him for creating this nature. And we human beings are nowadays dependent on technology. So we are somewhere ignoring this nature, this beauty of nature. So we should take out some time and we should adore the beauty of this nature, right? Are you understanding this? So that is why the poet has written this poem, right? And that's why the theme is of nature. If we talk about the flowers, we say that you can hear the flowers sing. But when we can hear them singing, basically they're talking about the spring season. So in which season the flowers are singing? They are particularly singing in spring season. Otherwise, throughout the year, flowers are singing, but we are not listening to them. Why we are not listening to them? Because we humans are somewhere detached with nature, right? But spring season is the time for the foster, right? It's the time for them to grow. So it's the time for them for the growth, for their development. So that is why spring season is the important time phase for these flowers, right? So that is why in the spring season they feel excited, they feel happy. This is the reason that why particularly in spring season flowers are singing. Are you understanding? So here we are talking about the nature. In spring season, everyone in the nature is enjoying. You see that the birds are also singing, right? They are singing for the flowers. These flowers were sleeping. So the birds were singing so that these flowers will awake. They will be awake from their music and the flowers should also sing along with the birds, right? So they all should enjoy the beauty of this nature. Are you understanding this? So is it clear to you all that why flowers are particularly singing in spring season? They are singing in spring season because it is the time for them to blossom, right? They are excited, they are happy. So it is the time for them for the development, for the new growth, right? So spring season marks the beginning of the development and growth for the nature, right? This is the reason that why these birds, flowers and everyone in the nature is enjoying. So the poet says that we should take out some time and we should adore the beauty of nature. It is very important, right? We as a human being should be connected with nature. We cannot ignore nature, right? Because without nature, we people are incomplete, right? So that is why it is very important to adore the beauty of nature, right? And we should thank God for giving us this nature. We have these fruits, we have these crops just because of this nature, right? So we should not ignore the beauty of nature. Everything in the nature which is available is beautiful, right? Be it leaves, be it plants, be it trees, everything is beautiful. So we should take out some time and we should adore the beauty of nature, right? Then the second most important thing in the poem which we talked about is the literary device used in the poem. So as you all know, which literary device we have talked about? It is personification. So by now, I hope you all know what is personification, isn't it? So what do you understand from personification? Personification is that literary device which is used to compare qualities of non-living things with living things, right? So if we say that plants talk, trees laugh, what is this? We are giving them human-like qualities. In general, if you see, do you really think that trees are talking? No, they're not talking, but humans are talking, right? But if we are giving this human-like quality to anything, that means this is personification, right? We are comparing with whom? Person. So with person, it is personification. Person, personification. So whenever we are doing a direct comparison, right? So if we are giving any human-like quality, that is personification. Clear? So the literary device used is personification. And then let's talk about the rhyme scheme. So what is the rhyme scheme of the poem? The rhyme scheme is A, B, C, B. So I already told you how to find out rhyme scheme. If you have not understood, please go back to the previous videos and see the videos properly. You will understand everything. Students, please complete your assignments thoroughly. You will get to know each and everything through your assignments, right? So I hope that now the poem is clear to you all. Now you must know that what is the theme of the poem, right? Who is the poet? What is the literary device used in the poem, isn't it? So I hope that by now you all will be able to revise your poem thoroughly, and if you have not completed any assignment question, you would be able to complete it by yourself now, right? Is it clear? Okay. So students, that's it for today's class. I hope you have understood all the content well. So now we will meet in the next video lesson. Till then, you have to keep on completing your assignments, and now you have your holidays homework and project as well. So make sure you complete all the work in your vacations. Enjoy also, but make sure to complete the rest of the pending work. So students, you must be noticing that for your project, you have 5 topics, and out of those topics, you have to select only one topic of your choice, right? Make sure that your project should be a research based project. It should not be done any copy pasting from anywhere. So you have to do a proper research on the topic chosen by you, right? Secondly, your project should be having like 10 to 12 pages, and it should have proper headings like introduction, bibliography and the titles properly, okay? So if you still have any queries related to your holidays homework and your project, that we can discuss in the Saturday's online class. So make sure to attend the online class on WebEx, right? So students, that's it for today's class. Now we will meet in the next video lesson. So goodbye, take care, and make sure before going to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel and share the videos with your friends and classmates. Goodbye, take care.